Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today I will learn you a concept map of the each chapter of the physics, because you know that we study the each chapter, but sometimes we didn't understand the concept map. The concept map is such form of the brief, concise, and summarized way of the whole lesson into a key forms. So let's start. This is the concept map of the chapter number 2 of the physics, sound. And here you are looking at sound chapter containing first of all the topic of production of the sound. Production of the sound contain mechanical longitudinal waves, direction of particle, motions and frequencies. And now this topic has been further divided into the three main parts: characteristic of the sound, ultrasound frequency 20 kilohertz, and the speed of the sound, nature of the temperature, humidity and manner. And furthermore you are looking here that the characteristic of the sound containing furthermore the musical sound, quality of sound, and ultrasound frequency further divided into application of ultrasound, medicine and industry. Furthermore, the musical sound contain the three topics: nuisance is noise pollution, noise and music. So in this topic we will learn about the noise pollutions, causes of the noises, and how the musical sound affect if are audible and if are unaudible to our ear. So audible sound varies 20 to 20 kilohertz, otherwise sound is unbearable or unaudible. So in this topic we will see the usage and the implementation of the ultrasound medicine industries. Means that we have used ultrasound waves in medicine and industries, and speed of sound, nature of matter, temperature, humidity. In this topic you will see the what is the nature of matter, how the temperature and humidity affect on the speed of the sound. So this is the concept learning of the chapter number 2 of the physics. If we understand the whole concept first and then we'll move towards the lesson, we can easily get to acknowledge that how the chapter is about and what you are going to learn in this chapter. In other words, you can say it is a key concept or the key points of the whole chapters. Now move towards the next topic, that is electric bell jar experiment. This is the picture of the electric bell jar that you are looking here. In this picture, it is a glass jar. It is, you can say, bell jar. It is a cork that is fitted at the mouth of the glass jar, so that the you can say air don't pass from the glass jar. And two electric connection. These are the wires that are connected with the electric bells. When you will switch on the electric bells through these wires to something, it will create the sound into the glass jar. This production of the sound to be here too. And in the bottom you are looking that there is a vacuum pump. Through the vacuum pumps you can easily get in and get out the air through the pressure of the vacuum pump. So why do we need to do this experiment in the chapter of the sound is that the sound is a mechanical wave that needs material medium such as gases, liquid, solids to propagate due to the vibrating motion of the particles of the medium that transport the sound waves in the form of the energy from one point to another point. Sounds can't travel through vacuums demonstrated by the following experiment. This experiment will show you that when you pump out the air from the vacuum pump, the voice of the sound means the sound of the electric valves become fainter and faintest, and you can't hear the sound as soon as you will get out of the air. But when you will get in the air through the vacuum pump into the bottles, and you will switch on the electric wire connected with the electric bell, you will see the sound is here into the glass jar because of the medium of the air, because you know that sound waves always travel through the medium of the either gases, either you can say liquid, or either solid. So here is the medium of the air in the form of the gases. So till the air is inside the bottles, because of the vacuum pumps that inflate the air inside bottles, you will hear easily the sound of the electric bell. But as soon as you will pump out the air from this way, the electric bell will create sound, but you are unable to hear that because the transfer of the sound waves, that is called medium, is become absent. Means you have taken out the air that was the medium of traveling the sound wave from one particles to the other particles. Now when you will get out the air from the bottle or the glass jar, no air was there, no medium is there to travel the sound of the electric bell into the bottles. Now the sound is not listened to you because medium is absent. It doesn't mean that the sound is not present inside the bottle. It means that sound will create by the electric bell, but you will not hear. Means sound waves will not travel to you because of absence of the ears. If the air you will again get inside the jar, you can easily hear the sound. So this experiment realize that bell does not touch glass and that connecting wires used are thin. This prevents that sound energy from being transmitted through the glass and wires to the outside of the jar as the hammer vibrates vigorously. Means that when the air will present inside the glass jar, the electric bell sound will be heard, but when air will be taken out, electric bell will create the sound, but you won't listen it because the medium is absent. Because of that, you was hearing the sound from river traveling from the glass wall, and it was heard to you. So this is all about the experiment that shows us how the sound waves in the form of the mechanical waves travel through the medium of the air. This is the topic, that was electric bell jar experiment to show that the sound waves travel through the medium of the air. The next topic is that how to calculate the speed of the sound waves. Here you are looking a direct method of determination of the speed sound in the air. Here the person is standing and other person is standing having a clap. When he will clap, he can easily measure the sound of the waves and can be calculated through the formula. Here the formula has been given. The speed of the sound is equal to the distance traveled by sound and the time taken by the sound. Means that if you can put the distance of the sound and the time, you can easily calculate the speed of the sound. Naturally, in the second case, you can easily collect the total distance traveled by the sound. That will be 20 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 50 meters. And here is, you can say, the speed of the sound in solid, liquid and gases. You can easily calculate through this formula. V equal lambda upon T. Lambda is the difference between the two wavelengths, while T is the time taken. If you will exchange 1 upon T with the F, the formula equation will become V equal lambda F and B equal lambda F. Here F equal 1 upon T is time period of the sound, that is equal to the frequency. This is the table that show you the speed of the sound in different medias at 25 degree centigrade, solid, liquid, gases, aluminum, nickel, stainless steel, brass, copper, glass, ferrite, water, distilled water, ethanol, methanol, hydrogen, helium, air, oxygen, sulfur dioxide. Value of each one has been given before you. Then how will you calculate and use this speed of the sound of each given material in the form of the solid, liquid and gases? You can use it in numericals through the formula and easily calculate the speed of the sound. Now the last topic is that sound waves are affected by the temperature and the humidity. As the temperature rises, the sound wave will also rises. So you can calculate this sound wave through the formula. V equal 331 multiply radical T upon 273K. 273K is the absolute temperature. Similarly, the humidity is also affect on the sound, because when there is a humidity in the air, because of the moistures, you can hear the louder sound of a far away easily, because the distance doesn't matter when humidity is present. When there is a silent, you can easily hear the voice of a higher distance easily by sitting at your home or any place, because the humidity is a cause of traveling sound at a far distance. The formula is beta is inversely proportional to the 1 upon rho density. Density is the resistance to flow of a liquid. The humidity increases, the density of the air decreases, and sound travels faster. This is the reason. So I hope you have understood the topics, and now we will move towards the problem of these chapters, and I will teach you, I will calculate for you each problem step by step, and inshallah you will learn.